Good afternoon and welcome to episode 9 of Crvena Zvezda Rise to the Top. Yes, I remember the title. Now, quite a lot has happened since our last match where I left you off, the live com against Partizan Belgrade, in which we lost 3-2. Now, following that game, we were matched up against Club Brugge, and we tied 0-0 in Euro Cup Group D. Now, unfortunately, we've gotten past the stages. We were knocked out, but I will get to that in due time. But Group D, actually, we weren't knocked out, I'm sorry. Group D, we managed to qualify, and I'll show you just how. We had a cracking match against Schalke as well, but all in due time. So, 0-0 against Club Brugge, then 5-0 against Dunav Prahovo. I'm not even sure if this is worthy of a recap, but we'll do it. Now we're still alive and well in all the cup competitions. Here's goal number 1. There's Plavšić, advances with the ball, lays it off to Bruno. Katai again shoots. Bruno passes it to Jovic. Clearance there, but we recover it right away. Katai. Goal. 1-0. Katai's 8th goal of the season, coming in 11th minute. 1-0 Crvena Zvezda. Here's 2-0. Plavšić. Accurate pass over to Jovic. Drops it down for Cvetkovic. Ristic. Plavšić. Luka Jovic. 2-0. I've managed to put in a picture for Luka Jovic. I got myself a copy of FMXML so I can import new faces as needed, and I will create new portraits for players as I come across them. So there's 3-0. Vered. 4-0, sorry. We missed the third goal apparently. And here's 5-0. What a goal by Grujic. So that's 5-0 right there. After that match, we tied Dunav Prahovo 1-1 away from home. It's namely because I played my under 21s and under 18s for this matchup. And the goals in this instance came from Ivan Milivojevic for Dunav and Stefan Mihajlovic for Crvena Zvezda. Now the next match is in the LN Superliga versus Spartak Zlatibor Voda. And the only goal came via Alexander Katai in 89th minute. A little late, but we'll take it along with the 3 points. After that comes one for the ages. A 4-4 match against Schalke in our second to last match of the group stage, I believe. Just an unbelievable match here. Schalke opens the scoring. Joao Matip in 8th minute scores a great goal here. Very well positioned from a corner, and that's 1-0. Idan Vered made it 2-1, but not before Vukašin Jovanovic manages to put one into his own net, making it 2-0 for Schalke. Big mistake by Jovanovic there. Then here comes 2-1, a glimmer of hope for Crvena Zvezda in a match that has started slipping away from us early on. 2-1, Idan Vered, his third of the season. Then 3-1 here, Maximilian Meyer. Three to 1 for Schalke. At this point, it's looking like we will not come back. And again, another possibly lackadaisical defending by Schalke there, and Bruno manages to get his second goal of the season. Makes it 3-2 for Schalke. Then in the 49th minute, Maxim Choupo-Moting manages to make it 4-2 for Schalke, who are away from home here and coasting on to a victory, or so it seems. 48th minute, 49th technically, and that is 4-2. Now here comes a total surprise. Jovic plays it wonderfully off to Silnic. Ristic streaks forward and scores his first goal of the season, his first goal for Crvena Zvezda. It's 4-3. And who else but Luka Jovic manages to find the back of the net to tie the game in a match in which we were not supposed to come back. Luka Jovic gets it done for us, and it's 4-4 against Schalke. Next match was against Radnički Niš in Jelen Superliga, and we managed to win 4-1. Goals came from Nikola Asčerić in 8th minute, Luka Jovic in 14th, then Marko Grujić via penalty just a minute later. Hugo Vieira scored our last goal, making it 4-1, but Vladimir Djordjevic scored an own goal from their side in the 58th minute, and the final score was 4-1. Following that, we had a 4-0 win against Madhava in the cup. We played our backup players, which means our under 21s and under 18s for this one, and came away with a 4-0 victory here. Goals came via Luka Adžić, Dejan Jovelić, Ognjen Bjelić, and Milan Panović. So let's take a quick look at the goals here. There's Adžić's goal. That's 1-0. There's Cvetkovic's goal. Or not. Sorry, Jovelic's goal. 2-0. Here's Bjelic's goal. What a tap-in. 3-0, and the final goal, making it 4-0, Milan Panovic. Very well done, my son. And that is 4-0. Following this, we had a 1-1 draw against Radnički Surdulca, and the goals came via Idan Vered in 29th, Uroš Mirković in 16th, for a final scoreline of 1-1. Then we lost to Schalke here, 2-1 away from home, and at this point it's not looking like we are going to qualify from the group stage, but we managed to pull it off. And again, we will get there. So here's the first goal. Klaas-Jan Huntelaar. 5th goal of the season. That's 1-0 Schalke. Gelkerschnell. I can't say it. I'll figure it out. And here's a goal from Lucho Gelkerschninken. I hope that was right. Lucho scored from a penalty to make it 1-1, and finally 2-1 for Schalke came in the 67th minute via Choupo-Moting. He has scored twice against us in 2 matches, and this put us near the bottom of the group. Following that, we had a 0-0 draw against Napredak Kruševac, then a 3-2 win against Madhava at home. I won't recap the goals, and by that I mean I won't show them, but I will just talk about the match here. Milan Panovic scored in 4th and 30th minute. Damir Radosavljevic scored in 28th and 55th. Damir Radosavljevic, 32 years old. I was thinking about possibly scouting him, but there's almost no point. And finally Dejan Jovedic, whom you get acquainted with in that match where I played the youth against Madhava, scored the final goal in that match. Now, following that, we played against Jagodina here. 2-1 win. Goals came 2 from Dejan Jovedic. This kid is unbelievable. 16 years old, and he's already coming up with huge goals for us. He's had 4 goals in 4 cup appearances. But Love Cup is not that strongly contested because teams from the entire football association are included in it, and there's a giant gap in quality between the teams that end up being matched up together unless they're 2 outfits from the Yellen Superliga, in which case it could end up being an interesting match. Now, following that, I'm not sure why I went on to continue there. We played a match against Vitória de Guimarães and won in the first half and kept it that way. First goal came from Luka Jovic in the very first minute, and I'm sure this was the fastest goal we've ever scored. Luka Jovic making club's history here, getting into the history books, scoring in the 46th second of the match, making it 1-0. Vitória de Guimarães were not done. Otávio ties it up just 5 minutes later in the 6th minute. Very well placed strike to beat Damir Kahraman. But Luka Jovic and Crvena Zvezda were not done just yet. And there is the winner. On an advantage played from a referee, Cafu made a foul there and committed a foul, pardon me. And ref played the advantage, giving us an opportunity 2-1 final scoreline. Against Bassani and Yellen Superliga, we played to a 2-2 draw. Goals coming from, once again, Luka Jovic. It's not the best picture I could have found of him, but it'll work for now. Vladimir Jovovic in 47th, then Miloš Stojanovic in 20th, and Stevan Živkovic in 63rd for Bežania. 2-2. Then comes a match against Jakarta Stankom in Jelen Superliga. 4-3 win. A great match here. 3 goals from Luka Jovic, 1 from Mitchell Donald, and Igor Matic, Andrija Pavlovic, and Thiago Galvao scored for Jakarta Stankom. 4-3 was the final scoreline. Then comes a match for the ages for us, which ends up putting us above Club Brugge and seeing us qualify for the next phase of the competition. Crvena Zvezda 3, Club Brugge 1, and here's the highlight of the match. Leandro Pereira holds up the ball really well here. Here's Rafaelov, plays it back. Simons. 1-0 Club Brugge. Leandro Pereira makes it 1-0 at Rajko Mitic. Jovanovic tries to find Katai but fails. Simons. Here's Cernic from a nice recovery there. Lucho into the box. 1-1 Katai. Katai's 11th goal of the season here. Crvena Zvezda 1, Club Brugge 1. Perhaps another opportunity. Luka Jovic. Cernic 2-1. The stadium erupts. The fans go wild. It's Crvena Zvezda 2, Club Brugge 1. Crvena Zvezda 3, Club Brugge 1. Donald. This one is for the fans, said Donald after the game. And that was the match against Club Brugge. History was made right there. Then following this, we lost to Fotbalski Klub Vojvodina. This is our second loss of the season. Of course, following the loss at the hands of Fotbalski Klub Partizan in the previous episode's live com. But the only goals for us came via Vukašin Jovanovic in 2nd minute, and Jovica Vasilic scored an own goal in the 16th, but it wasn't enough for us, since Darko Puškarić, George Lazic, and Aleksandar Paločević scored all the goals for them. 3-2. Now against Basque. Fotbalski Klub Basque Beograd. They are currently playing in Treća Liga Serbia, which is the third Serbian tier, third Serbian league, if you will. And this is a 3-0 win, with the goals coming from Srnic, Jovelic, and Panovic. And the final match recap. I can't believe I did all these matches in one episode. But the final match to recap tonight will be against Javor Ivanjica. And the goals, well, there were 8 goals in this match. Somewhat unusual. And for the away team, despite the difference in class between the two teams, for the away team, for us to score 6 goals really says something. The tactics we're using are definitely working. The players we have in positions are carrying out their instructions to perfection right now. And that's exactly what I want to see from my players. But at any rate, we carry on here. The first goal came via Bojan Ceceric in 11th minute via a penalty. Then Luka Jovic equalizes in 31st, scores another in 40th. Hugo Vieira got another one in 34th and 47th, and Marko Grujic got another one in 46th. So prior to halftime, it was 4-1 for Crvena Zvezda. And then the second half goals came from Hugo Vieira in 47th, making it 5-1. Milan Jovanovic scored in 56th for Javor Ivanjica, making it 5-2. And finally, Luka Jovic completed his hat-trick, which we are going to see in the 62nd minute, making it Crvena Zvezda 6, Javor Ivanjica 2. Hat-trick for Luka Jovic. Absolutely incredible, that kid. And with that, we've come to the end of episode 9. I would like to thank you all for tuning in, and for the next episode I would like to do a live com, but we have to determine which opponent is worthy of being featured in a live com episode. Until then, thank you for tuning in, and have a good day.